Let's take a look. This from CBS Sports' Pete Prisco, his prediction on the game. And he predicts that the Dolphins will win this by a score of 34-27. Browns coming off a bye, a tough trip to face a hot team. Dolphins rolling on offense. Miami's defense isn't playing well. Look for a lot of points, but Miami wins it. It's hard to argue with that just because Miami has played well and has finished. Browns are playing better, but really the only time they've played really well is that game against the Bengals.
Like I said, that was their most complete game of the year. That is an accurate, score. It could be the opposite, obviously, of 34-27 Browns, because we saw last week the Chicago Bears, who aren't that good offensively, they're not as good as the Cleveland Browns offensively. But Justin Fields had himself a game. Had the most rushing yards by a quarterback in an NFL game. Really lit them up. He didn't do anything passing wise, but he had chances to. And the Miami secondary isn't the greatest. And Brissett has played pretty well. And if he plays like he did against the Bengals, then that will open up the running game for him. I think this could be another shootout. Last week, the Dolphins won 35-32 against the Bears. So we'll see if that happens this week. Hopefully the Browns are on the other end of it this time. But as you said earlier, 2 of the next 3 they have to win. If they want to have any sort of contention with Deshaun Watson, and that starts this week. You can't win, 2 games without winning 1 game. So that starts this week. You have to go 1-0 this week. That's a 3.5 point spread, I think it is, and then a 7-point game probably. That's in the 30s, high 20s. Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen.